We're back home.
Back home.
Yes, and we've already got drama as we get ready for the draft. If you don't believe me, if you were missing this, don't any longer. There could be possible trade action going on towards the top. We were wondering, would the Celtics trade the pick for a big-time player instead of getting Fultz? Well, how about trading the opportunity to get Fultz and taking another draft pick? That's what could go on here. The Sixers hot in talks to try and get that number 1 pick as we get a chance to bring in our own Hall of Famer David Aldridge to join us and get us the lowdown on this. DA, give us the latest on kind of where we're at between Philadelphia and Boston.
Well, I mean, look, the talking is going on between those two. It's, several picks and players going from Philly to Boston for the number 1 pick. It will allow Philly to take Fultz at number 1 if they feel like he has a chance to be a special player. I think a lot of people believe that ultimately Philly is going to have another ball handler on the floor to play with Simmons, that they're not going to play Simmons exclusively at point guard going forward. This would allow them to have another guy who can handle the ball, initiate offense, make plays for him, other than Ben Simmons. So from that standpoint, it certainly makes sense. What it would allow Boston to do is move back 2 spots, basically, get a whole lot of extra draft picks, and still be able to take any number of players, whether it's Josh Jackson or Jason Tatum or any of the guys that they like there. So it's a win-win for them. And also, you hear a lot of rumbling. I would hate to say right now that it's definite, but certainly you hear that Boston would love to have some more draft picks to make a move to try and get Jimmy Butler this summer in a trade with Chicago. Having those extra first-round picks, one would be from the Lakers through Philly, and then there would be another pick involved. That would allow them to put a very nice package together this summer of several future first-round picks, along with maybe a player or two, and take a shot at Jimmy Butler, which would make sense if they don't believe that Paul George would re-sign in Boston, if he is definitely going to L.A. Makes sense. If they have some concerns about Gordon Hayward leaving Utah, that also makes sense because Utah is having a good season. Gordon Hayward's a big part of that. He feels very close to that organization. He may not want to leave Utah to go to Boston. So if they believe that those things are less likely than they may have been before, having an opportunity to go after Jimmy Butler would make some sense. So, and it would still allow them at 3 to take a dynamic, great young player to build on with their core.
People at home right now with their NBA 2K Xbox controllers. So now, how do I fix my roster? A lot of ramifications from this possible deal, including Isaiah Thomas, who would feel like he's about to get paid. Yeah. How about Fultz? We talk all the time about how Ben Simmons kind of fits in. Do you think Fultz is a guy who would fit the system that the Sixers are trying to put together?
Yeah, I think D.A. put it around the head. If Ben Simmons is going to be your point guard or de facto point guard, or can both guys be on the floor at the same time taking care of handling the basketball? And as you break it down the defense, which guy is ready to catch and shoot right now? Because you know one thing about our NBA, once you break down that first line of defense, the second line's coming. Is the second guy ready to shoot the basketball?
D.A., Lonzo Ball and LeVar Ball, we shouldn't forget him. The idea the whole time has been, well, it's Magic Johnson. He wants to be a Laker. It's got to work out. They didn't love that first workout. I know they met again this morning. Where are we on the relationship now between Ball and where the Lakers stand at pick number 2?
Well, I don't think anything dramatic changed after today. I mean, the fact that they needed a second workout tells you all you need to know about where they are. He did not have a good workout. That gives them options to go in other directions. Certainly Josh Jackson, again, is a guy that a lot of people think is going to be a superstar in the NBA, so that makes would make sense for them at 2. Now, doesn't mean they won't take Ball, but I mean, certainly it puts other guys in the play, and I think other guys are in play with regard to that pick. You got to remember with Lonzo also, I mean, as well as he played in the tournament, he did not have a good game when UCLA played Kentucky, so it's an issue, and so that's something that as they get closer to the draft, I think he's in the mix still with the Lakers, but I don't think it's by any means a certainty like most people thought it was a week or a week and a half ago.
D.A., always appreciate it. I know you will stay on the phones between now and the draft. We'll keep up with you all week long. Thanks again.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
All right, there's our own Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So look, the Ball Lakers thing, everybody has thought made so much sense. As DA points out, and I'm one of these people, a lot of people believe Josh Jackson might be not only the best athlete, but best player in the draft. So it's not a foregone conclusion. So when you look at the Lakers and you've seen Ball play, how good of a fit do you think he is with Magic and company?
I think he's a good fit, but I think for America, we're going like this. Before and after. What do you mean? The noise. When you heard about Lonzo Ball, you heard about this player, you started watching him play. Then the dad got involved and you started saying, what's really going on? So if you put your headphones on and just watch this kid play, he has a flat-out feel for the game. Yes, the shot's a little quirky, like a la Kevin Martin, but that shot went in. But feel for the game, toughness, making the right decisions. I like everything I see. Size, all that. I just put my headphones on when I hear Dad lose his mind a little bit. I like the player.
Yeah, Dad won't be on the court. That'll be the good news for whoever coaches him. He may be in the seat right behind the coach.